Welcome to Angola 1986. We're going to be pushing a major offensive here, guys, as the South African Defense Force. And actually, we're hitting a town called Lamba. The importance of Lamba is basically the MPLA forces, which we are facing, SWAPO forces, are currently going for the main UNITA base. UNITA is currently our main ally in the region, and we want to keep things that way. That being said, we want to make sure to make this an effective attack and wipe out any MPLA rebels in the area. Now, I've got 3 different attack points, as you guys have seen here. I've put some of my armor over here, some over here, and these are mostly rattles, or rattles. I believe it's rattles, though. It's pronounced rattles. And we can actually grab this, bring it over here, and actually add a couple more of those vehicles to the infantry group that we've got on this edge of the map. Now, I am going to get started here, guys. We're going to be advancing on multiple fronts. Like I said, I think what we'll do with the infantry is really just simply advance into the jungle here. But as for this initial armored group, I am going to send them straight forward. Now, as for those guys over there in the woods, I'm going to leave them right there. And the reason is because if we do get into contact, they can hit the enemy from the flank. At least that's what I'm hoping for. But this is a massive amount of vehicles. I don't think I've ever had something like this in the game. So wish us luck. And as always, we will return when the action begins. It's going to take a while for these guys to get these engines going, but they are ready to go to war. Best of luck. And if you want to see some more South African combat, that sort of thing, or just battles in Africa, make sure to let me know in the comments below. And let's see how the battle goes. Looks like we are already taking contacts, boys, and it looks like a bunch of anti-tank guns or something off in the distance. Might even be tanks for all I know. But they have fired and fired, and they managed to destroy one of our vehicles here. I mean, it is constant fire at this point. Let's see if we got a few more. I'm not even seeing them. That's the frightening part, is they are off at a distance. It looks almost like artillery just hammering away over here. We've got to find that location. There we go, tanks. Definitely enemy tanks. We're gonna have to get closer. We cannot counter them without being in range. Come on, boys. Infantry is exiting the vehicles. That's what we need to do. We've got some RPGs, but not much we can do with the actual vehicles themselves, I don't believe. Come on, Fadita. Face the enemy. Got no choice. We've got to keep on firing. Not sure what 20 mil guns are going to do to that thing. I think we need to get our infantry closer. We can't forget about the guys we had over here. These are the guys that we were going to use to flank them, right? So let's see if we can start doing just that. All right, let's get that crew out. Let's take a look over here, see if they are taking any shots whatsoever. So they do have a lot of APCs. There might, yeah, no, they definitely have tanks too. Some pretty strong tanks. My goodness, we got to hit them truly in the flank. Oh, wait, we might have some South African support. We might have some air support here, guys. I am hoping. Could also be enemy air support. Come on, there we go. I think that might be ours. Saw a few explosions over there. Look at that, boys. Let's see if our Air Force can help us here. There we go. Get him. Let him have it. We need some more bombs, boys. We need some more bombs. So far, that's not a single hit. I'm sure they're rattled up. See what I did there? That is a massive drop. Here we go, another one. That was right next to their APC. And it does look like we took out a few of them, believe it or not. Hit him again. I definitely see some smoke, and I'm hoping that those are, of course, destroyed vehicles. I can't say for sure. Let's take a look there at that initial front line. We've got plenty of vehicles, but of course, you know, they're not going to be doing much damage to this group unless they fall right on top of them. See if any of those vehicles are hit. Oh! Looks like they missed with the missiles. We need closer hits, boys. Now, of course, our side is burning up too, which is exactly why we're sending those infantry forward. They've got all the anti-tank weaponry. Get out of the vehicle, boys. Oh, direct hit, direct hit. Let's take a closer look. I do believe we took out an APC there. And potentially that tank, guys. That air support is extremely helpful. All right, we've got Silva approaching. Gonna try to dismount here with the infantry. And that's gonna be, of course, in that bushy area. Dismount. Good to see that we've got men arriving. We're still getting that tremendous air support, man. I wonder if we can get a close-up on this. Beautiful jet. Oh, off she goes. Love to get additional support there. Ouch. Sorry about that, guys. You know what we're going to do? We haven't done much with the infantry on this side. I am going straight for a flank. Right behind them. I think it's going to take a while for them to move through, but once they actually exit the jungle here, they're going to be almost impossible to spot by the enemy. Keep it going, boys. Keep it going. Still going with the damn mortar rounds. These guys are beasts. Keep it up. Keep it up. Direct hit, looks like. That crew is still alive. Look at that gunner. Just barely. I spoke too soon. That looks like an RPG hit in the side. But that tank is out. Still got one tank up there. Plenty of burning machinery here. Another burning tank. I tell you guys, without that air support, this would have been a massacre. It may still be a massacre, certainly in terms of vehicles lost. So direct hit, may have been an RPG right in the side. Man, I sure would love those jets to return, I'll tell you that much. Let's take a look over here at the infantry. We can't forget we also have a few vehicles over here. À l'attaque, à l'attaque. Why am I speaking French? Flashbacks. So actually, I think these troops are mostly UNITA, if I'm not mistaken by the uniform. Whew. Another heavy strike there on the enemy. Another one, ATGM. That is a missed ATGM, man. So close. Actually, we'll let him do his thing. He's already firing off in a decent direction. Just throwing some rounds down range there at the infantry approaching is not a bad idea. And it looks like our infantry is just now getting over here to the edge where the village is, right on the edge of the jungle. Hoping that we're going to be able to get some good shots, because the distance is still pretty significant. All right, I actually already hear machine gun fire coming from this group. So I believe they are already potentially engaging some of the infantry out there on the outskirts. Of course, every casualty helps. Oh, there we go. That's a hit. And again, I think now we're starting to get those side hits, but the fog of war is going to cover up some of the vehicles here. We may have taken out that tank. Oh, we still have this one. He is pulling out. There's two others over there. Yeah, he's definitely pulling out. That is a direct hit. Sorry, guys. I left just as he got hit. I'm going to take a look at him. Should be the target of some ATGMs at this point. That one missed. That was just a standard shot. Fire, boys! I feel like this burned out tank is actually offering him some pretty significant cover. The frustrating thing is he's now facing where our new infantry attack is coming from. So we really do need a shot through the guy's side. Yeah, lots of losses there vehicle-wise. Man, just to attack this strong point. Coming for us. Gotta have something that can take him on. Come on, mon ami. If you have any tricks up your sleeve, this is the time. Actually, we will dismount. Go ahead and dismount. Start getting these guys out on the field and engaging. Yep, I think it's the right call. Always nice to see UNITA and South African troops working together. There is the South African troop. That was a missed ATGM shot right there. And they are still aiming at that tank. That is where everybody is looking. But he has remained elusive, man. He really has remained elusive. It looks like the Impalas may return. We'll see if that's the case. Come on, boys. Right through the side of the dragon. Oh! Look at that damn ATGM! Completely missing, man. Oh, there we go. That is a direct hit. Or maybe almost a direct hit. Maybe almost. Oh, once again, just barely missed him, man. That first one actually did hit on target. Took off the track. Not bad. We need a better shot. As you can see, they keep missing him. That's another one. It's just glancing off the damn tank. Come on, man. So close, but no cigar. Oh, that was a nice little hit. Off in the distance. Looks like we took out that APC. Another burning tank over here. And look at that. That is a direct hit. One of these guys, is he burning? It sure looked like it. I guess they do still have those two tanks. Both looking pretty bad. That one missing the track. This one missing, I don't even know what. Optics, track, everything. We can't stop here, guys. We must keep the attack going. And as you can see, we still got quite a few vehicles over here. Waiting, ready, and able. And did we get the tank? We finally did. We missed the kill, but we did get the tank. Let's keep pushing. And I believe that's going to be it. Look at that. I believe the MPLA forces are running in terror. Not bad. It certainly took a bunch of lives, though, to take this position. Was it worth it? I'm not sure. We have stopped, of course, the UNITA assault, or excuse me, the MPLA assault on UNITA for a few days, at least. That's a start. We bought them some time, but at the cost of how many lives? Well, we'll soon discover how many exactly. I'm still trying to rack up those kills. Increase that casualty count, of course. Without a doubt, we lost a lot of vehicles, a lot of those rattles as we advanced. That's 1, 2, 3 over here just abandoned. These were just abandoned. As you can see, we actually have plenty of South African troops moving up right now from them. A little bit late, but better late than never, am I right? And of course, lots of just men. I mean, some down, some just taking cover. But this has not been an easy fight. And there we go, firing another ATGM, and he took out another tank. We got that right towards the end. That was a South African soldier taking out that piece of armor. Looks like they're going for the second one. We could have used them earlier in the battle, man. Boom! No more communist tank. It is destroyed. 100%. Yep, that is a dead tank. So far, so good, guys. And I would say taking this area, a pretty significant grab overall, forcing them to retreat from this line and really just opening up a gap in the lines overall. We've got so many infantry moving up. It's pretty crazy, pretty intense, to say the least. Yeah, they are all over the place. Important thing, though, is we are keeping up that fire. Look at that mortar crew working overtime, man. The mortar crew since the beginning of the fight has been wild. Let's keep firing. One of our rattles just kind of went through. My bad. It's getting some good shots, though. Oh, yeah. And they're getting some good shots on him. These things love to just turn around at the worst possible moment. One down. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Some supporting fire. That's what we need. Oh, that's what we don't need. Another burning rattle. Jeez. I hear a lot of good things about the rattle vehicle. I must say, I would never feel safe in one of them. I just wouldn't. Now, admittedly, it looks like it's mostly a troop transport, not really made for these sort of, you know, frontal attacks. We're gonna send this absolute madman this way into the jungle. Come on, man. Appreciate it, but we don't need you around. Just go, just go. Try and hit that mortar. Those are all grenades. Yep, that's a grenade right there. UNITA grenade. Or MPLA grenade, I should say. And I think we should be able to catch up to that guy, I'm hoping. Yeah. Nope, he's still alive. The rattle refuses to stop, guys. He's gonna keep moving. He doesn't care. He is gonna keep moving. Looks like our boys are trying to give him a little bit of cover with the smoke. Fire there. Let's see how that infantry is doing. The one that we sent up, the first group actually, with the rattles, and they are just now reaching, let's call it the enemy's defensive position here. Everything is burned up. All their infantry in this sector have fallen back. It looks like they're all at that tree line, because as you can see, our boys are already here behind their lines, just taking position, picking up dog tags, you name it. Okay, full boys. There are many left. Oh, bloody hell. Man, I just love that initial strike. That was incredible. Without that initial air strike, I don't believe we would have made it out of this battle alive. I think it's very unlikely. Two minutes and 22 seconds until the entire enemy army has retreated. What is interesting is I haven't seen any indicators whatsoever of enemies surrendering. Not a single one. And I would suspect that given the nature of the conflict here, there's probably a reason for that. They probably do not expect the UNITA troops to treat them well. At one point, as I understand it, and correct me if I'm wrong here, MPLA and UNITA were allies, but at some point, the South Africans began to support UNITA to sort of, I guess, retain power in the area. I'm sure there's a more in-depth political explanation, and that's what they did. And of course, there was a big disagreement between the groups. Right here, we have UNITA and South African forces fighting alongside each other. Although I believe most of the combat is done. They seem to be calming down a bit. Some of them have their RPGs ready, actually. And I believe the last enemy vehicle may be this one, just fleeing. It's a tank, and it's beat up to shreds. I mean, does it have a track on this side? I think it does, but that is all they have left after our assault. but it took a lot, man, just to do that. If you guys would let me know in the comments down below what kind of video you'd like to see next, we could do just our standard Graviteam, we could do some more African content, or we can even do perhaps something like the Iran-Iraq war. Really, I'm up for anything using the Graviteam tactics system or any other sort of real-time strategy approach. Let me know in the comments. And that is rough. Good to see that these men survived the fight despite how dangerous and deadly it was. Oh, they spotted somebody. And there we go, guys. Let's take a look at the casualty counts. So it's going to be 134 massive casualty counts here on our side. 54 heavily wounded, 22 wounded. Over here on the enemy side, it's going to be 34 killed. This is weird. No heavily wounded, but 55 missing. And I'm guessing that's because they retreated, so the wounded became our prisoners. Although I would say that is an odd casualty count, to say the least. Nonetheless, I'm calling it a victory despite serious losses. Probably not a PR victory with the 134 killed, though keep in mind those are not just South African troops, those are also UNITA troops. So in the South African press, we can tone things down just a bit. As always, if you enjoy these videos, please like, comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for being a channel member. Catch you on the next one.